Welcome to Learning from Experiences. This is Ronak Agarwal. Today I'm joined with Georgie Reeve, who is here with me to talk about esports. Georgie is a special events intern at Team Norse Thunder and an events assistant and tournament leader at the Staff Room UK. Georgie, thank you for taking the time to talk with me today.
Hi, thank you for having me here, Ronak. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely. I want to start off talking to you about the experience and what goes on when you're working on events for Pokemon and Nintendo. Can you please elaborate a little bit on that?
Yeah, so they're very different in terms of how they go. With Pokemon, it's more of a large-scale events that I do across Europe and over in the US, where I work as a volunteer judge with them. And I go over there, I vary positions that I do, from doing stuff like just bracket adminning for games like Pokken Tournament DX. I sometimes am what I guess you'd consider as a referee for like the trading card game and the video game, and no two tournaments are the same. Like everything that I've worked since about 2016 with them has been absolutely amazing, and it's been one of the best experiences and ways to meet new people, make new friends, and gain really cool experience in esports. And with Nintendo, the majority of the work that I do with them is at big gaming conferences like Insomnia Gaming Festival and EGX, which are two of our big ones. They're kind of like the PAX East and PAX West of the UK, if you like. And I basically work on the tournament stands with them, and we put on tournaments for games like Super Smash Bros, Mario Kart, Pokken Tournament, and Splatoon as well. And it's, again, you meet some amazing competitors, and the experience that you get is brilliant.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And are these events, relatively busy and packed to the brims?
Yeah. So the Nintendo ones, you can normally see maybe 30,000 people in a weekend, so around 10,000 a day, which can be really big. And Pokemon's can vary, so they kind of go up in levels. So you have like the sort of lower tournaments, which are local, then you kind of go to regional level, and then sort of it gets to like international level. And the biggest tournament of the year is the World Championships, where everybody who's earned enough championship points and whatnot kind of are invited to wherever it's being held, and then they compete, and then the World Champions of the Year are crowned. But unfortunately, due to COVID, we've had to cancel last year's and this year's, which was supposed to take place in London in the UK.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. And then additionally, what do you see as the future for this esports industry?
I see a future where they're only just going to keep getting bigger. I mean, we've had a huge announcement today. Guild Esports, which is one of the newer ventures in the UK, have just partnered with Subway on a sponsorship, which was huge, because Subway are relatively non-endemic to the space that we have in esports, but they're becoming an endemic sponsor through these means, and it's just brilliant. We've got Barclays Games and Esports as well, who recently started up by supporting like the UKLC, which is a League of Legends tournament that takes place in the UK, and also the NUL, which is a student body that runs tournaments throughout the season for university students as well. So there's a lot of things coming to the space. A lot of great things are happening as well, and to be a student in this at the moment is super exciting, and I just can't wait to see where we go in the future with everything.
Sounds great. And then can you talk a little bit about Women in Games Ambassador? Like what that's about?
Yeah. So the Women in Games is a non-profit board I joined as an ambassador, where I wanted to inspire more women who either maybe like me or are thinking that they want a career either in esports or gaming. And I wanted to be a part of that movement to kind of inspire more girls to go into this. I haven't had the chance to do any events with them yet, unfortunately, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, but hopefully I'll be reaching out to universities and schools in the UK where I can go and put on events and educate girls about prospects of working in esports, whether it be sponsorship, partnerships, even as a competitor or as a team owner. and also about being a game developer in like UI UX design, and art and things like that. And I just want to be able to kind of go out there and just show them that we can succeed in this industry, and it is open for us as well, and not just men, which is yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah, absolutely. And then building off of that, do you have any advice for people trying to get into esport, especially women?
Yes. So for any girls out there who are trying to get into esports at the moment, make sure that you have a LinkedIn profile that's up to date. Make sure that you're following relevant news sources. It could be on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, such as the Esports Observer, Esports Insider is really good, the Esports as well. I'd also recommend Chris Smith, who owns Big Esports as well, is another great source to follow on LinkedIn. Just have an up-to-date profile. Make sure that all of your accolades and experiences are listed out there. And with esports, the big thing is asking yourself questions about what you've already done in the work or projects that you've completed and how you can apply that to esports. So for marketing, have you worked on a campaign where a different technique was used, and could you move that into esports, for example? Because that would look really good to prospective employers.
Thank you so much for sharing that. And then also, is there something that sticks out for you as what could be your most valuable experience in esports?
Yeah, for me, it would be becoming a volunteer with Pokemon and going to get to do all the work that I've done with them over in Germany and the United States and across the UK. I was a very unconfident individual. I would tend to shy away from a lot of opportunities because I didn't think I was good enough and I was able to do things like that. But going through this and becoming a volunteer, meeting the people that I have and gaining the experiences that I've had have been amazing. It's improved my self-confidence. It's made me feel like I am worth being in this industry, which I know imposter syndrome is something that's very difficult to deal with. And yeah, it's just been amazing. Like I can't thank the Pokemon Company enough for even letting me like volunteer at a local level, let alone going to like some of the international championships and the world championships as well as a staff member, which has been amazing.